Let me ask you about bullying now, because Peter Dutton has got out on the front foot. It was remiss of me, but I forgot to ask him about it when I had him on last hour. So I'm going to ask you about it, because I think you're pretty much on the same page here, getting out in front of this and wanting to support a national framework. Have the government been dragging their feet on this? What do you think needs to be done in the area of bullying? Because it can be really difficult to tackle.
Yeah, well, I think we've been proactive and we've said over 12 months ago that age verification is important to make sure that those under 16 only have access to social media where there's parental consent. Now, obviously, the government's working towards that, but they took it so slowly that they said they were going to start a project model to start off, a program to see if it worked, and now started in June, still hasn't started it, and now said, yes, well, let's do it. And I think we do need a national approach, but we need to also capture those platforms like Snapchat that are used. And this isn't a silver bullet. We've never said it's a silver bullet, but it's a tool that we can give parents that helps them to make sure they keep their kids safe. And that's a decision that is still made by parents, not by government, but by giving them the tools, and parents make that determination after it. So we've been proactive, and while the government's announced pilots, never started them, then saw the issues that continue to permeate, have come up with policy, where they're first to support it, but where there's deficiencies, we'll ask them to amend it and to strengthen it where we can.
Yeah, big tech is still seemingly acting with impunity, not only when it comes to regulation, like we've just discussed, but also when it comes to tax as well. We see the proliferation of scams. The government has some pretty good legislation before the Parliament to tackle this. What's a hold-up?
Well, that's legislation's coming in this week, as I appreciate, and I think we'll be making our position clear on that. Where we can strengthen it and making it better, then we will. I mean, I think we've got a very strong record, no matter the issue, that we've always put forward amendments to strengthen it, whether it be on immigration or detainees. We've actually been constructive in adding and strengthening legislation that will protect Australians. So, as I understand, that legislation will be introduced this week, and we'll look at it through the lens of what it'll be able to provide, and whether it can be strengthened. Then we will bring forward amendments in a constructive way.